chance. Don't worry. Let's pretend that we have not elected you yet. So you are going to campaign in how many minutes? 1 minute, 5 minutes? Okay, let's do 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Are you ready for your incoming SRC president? Make some noise. Oh. There you go.
Good afternoon, students of UNIMAC-GIJ. My name is Fatimatu Ali, and I come to you today to solicit for your vote and your support. I've been in GIJ for 3 years now. Yes, I'm used to the ins and outs of GIJ, and I've realized that our interests are not being represented. I'm here to talk to you that this is an SRC that we will do it together. I'm going to come with an SRC that your interests and your problems is what is going to make my office. I won't come to promise you unrealistic policies. I won't tell you I'll buy this or I'll build this, but to the best of my ability. Your stay in GIJ would be safe. I am here to promise you a safe GIJ. Colleagues, students of UNIMAC-GIJ, please vote for me. I'm number 2 on the ballot paper.
Hey, okay. Verdict. I know the microphone is with one of you. Can someone just share their opinions? Are you going to vote for her? Let me know. What do you think? Anybody? Oh, you want to talk? Okay, please pass on the microphone to him. And please tell us your name before you speak.
I'm Ernest from, obviously, the best university in Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
But we hear you.
I've always been an ardent believer of women empowerment and egalitarianism, so I believe you've come out very good enough. And you're very convincing, so I should vote for you. I'm going to vote for you. You have my vote.
Oh, wow. You have his vote. How many of you, show by hand, how many of you would vote for her? Are you convinced? Well, here you are. So we are crowning you or electing you SRC president for the day show as well. First female president. What do you say?
Thank you.
Thank you, eh? That's all. You don't give us 1D, 1F, free SHS.
We don't have money.
Hey! Let's go have a seat. You're welcome to the day show, sweetie. Tell me a bit about your journey at GIJ, even before you conceived the idea of becoming or running for presidency.
So when I got to GIJ first year, I was approached by an aspirant, Adam Vine. At that time, he was contesting, and he came to me, Fati, I want you to be my running mate.
Okay.
I was like, eh? Yeah, I just came to school. I can't even find my classes. Running mates, no. I don't understand the terrain and all of that. So we went back and forth, and I was not really qualified per the constitution, so they went in for someone else. But I took that time to learn the ecosystem, and I realized that there were some wrongs that had to be righted.
Like what?
So I realized the interests of the students were not really represented like that, you know. It became a game of, okay, this is my administration, let me do what I can do best. Then I go. I mean, they've done their best, but leadership is a continuity business, so somebody would have to take it from somewhere.
Okay.
And so that was when I started developing the interest. And even at that time, I didn't have the interest of the presidential portfolio in mind. I was just thinking of how best to help my colleagues and then the students. So I was doing all I can in my own little way. So I sat down and I'm like, I'm doing this already without a portfolio. So with a portfolio, I think I would have the best means necessary to negotiate and all of that. So I took up the role and I made up my mind to contest for.
Were you not worried about being a woman running for a position that has always been male-dominated, especially in the history of GIJ?
So you see, personally, I was not worried. I didn't even think about my gender coming to play. But then when I started telling certain people, oh, I would want to contest for this portfolio, they were like, no, contest for the Women's Commission.
Oh, that's what they said?
Yes, and it was already a rumor out there that Fati would contest for Women's Commission. You see, in our schools, when you are a female and then you start showing interest in student affairs, you are helping one way or the other, people instantly think that, oh, you contest for Women's Commission.
Yeah.
So it was when I started talking to people that I realized, okay, this would be a problem.
Yeah.
You see, I've now come to understand that they were not saying it to discourage me, but then they were saying it out of concern that it's not happened before. GIJ may not welcome you. And I'm very close to the Women's Commissioner, so it's like they saw me in that light because of my relationship with her. So I had to spend a month or two of the campaign, just debunking that rumor that, no, I'm not contesting for Women's Commission.
Wow.
I'm contesting for presidency.
How did they accept this direction?
Presidency.
Yeah.
Hey, are you sure?
That's all they kept saying?
Yes, because it is not about the competence or the capabilities, but would you win?
Ah.
You see, would you win? And electorate to aside that, there's this thing called the bandwagon effect. They would want to be at the winning side. So, hey, would she win? Like, what are your chances? So it became a struggle. I had to do twice, double of what everybody else was doing.
Which is what exactly? What did you have to do?
Campaign.
Yeah.
Campaign, for instance, even with visibility, I had a problem. Monday to Sunday, I was on campus. People would say, we don't see you enough. Then I'll be wondering, what at all do I do?
Yeah.
You see, but it's like the others, the name is there. It is already in the minds of the people that, yes, he is contesting for president. But for me,
yeah,
even till there are some people that still thought I was contesting for Women's Commission.
Even till date?
It was after I won that, oh, I thought you were contesting for Women's Commission.
So they didn't even know that you were running for president. So who did they vote for?
They knew, like they knew, but it was just, to them, the Women's Commission would have been the best portfolio for me.
I see. Now, what was your campaign policy? We've heard from some of the presidential aspirants, let's say from the MPP. Someone says my policy is PhD, someone says GTP, and they break it down further. Did you have any of those acronyms, or what policy did you campaign on?
So we called our policy the Transformation Agenda.
Transformation Agenda?
Yes.
Why that?
Yeah, because the students' interest had to be paramount again. We realized that we needed like a house cleaning. If we wanted change, if we wanted a betterment of the SRC, we had to start from the bottom. We had to start from the root. So we called it the transformation. And interestingly, the policies are not, there are things that most presidential aspirants has actually spoken about a number of times, but it's not been done.
Yeah.
So we realized that, no, to move forward, certain things you need to take care of them.
So what exactly are you looking to do in your first 100 days, for example?
Okay, so in my first 100 days, I'm looking at, so we have a bus problem.
Okay.
You know, GIJ is non-resident. Our people come from Kaswa, Ashaman, very far.
Even to the new campus?
Yes. And so sometimes commuting to and fro to school is an issue. And even when we have some seminars or symposiums we need to attend, it becomes a bit of a problem. So one thing I'm looking at doing before the 100 days is to make sure that if not for anything, that bus will be acquired. Communication.
So definitely on the back of MPP or NDC. Don't worry, don't mention. Let's not even go into that. But you do want to become maybe the first female president?
Well, why not?
Why not? Say yes with conviction.
Yes.
Hey, my dear, speak into your future.
Yes.
With faith.
Yes.
You are going to be the first female president.
Yes.
Well, fingers crossed. Let's see how that goes. Who would you choose as your vice?
Well,
do you have anybody in mind yet?
For now, no.
I'm there. Don't you? Don't you want to?
Negotiate.
Or who wants to be vice president here? Oh, there are a lot of you, right? Well, quickly, I know that also in the history of KNUST, they've also elected their first ever female president, SRC president. And I think that's incredible. I'm just going to go over to our gentleman in pink again. So tell us a bit about how you feel. You are a graduate of KNUST, but to know that finally a female has become SRC president after so many years, how does that make you feel?
When I was in final year, that was fourth year, I saw Yvonne running for the SRC president. This is the second time, so she won on the second time.
Yes.
For Yvonne, you see how resilient she was.
Yeah.
She was her campaign, the messages running from one class to the other class, standing at the engineering gate, trying to let people understand what she really wanted to do, get the attention of people and then the vote of people. She was very resilient.
Yeah.
And I've always been a believer of the affirmative action. So seeing a woman push that hard, I was really interested in what she was doing. I was ever ready to support her, achieve whatever she wanted to achieve. Yeah. So that was in final year. I voted for her, actually.
Oh, you did?
I did vote for her.
Oh, the first time she ran?
Yeah.
Okay.
So after 71 years, if you have a first female SRC president, I think that is good.
71 years?
Yeah, KNUST is 71.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's why we are the best university. Yeah.
Wow.
71 good years.
You should put your hands together. I think this is incredible. And one of these days, we'll have Yvonne join us on set as well to tell us a bit about her experience. I mean, President Barack Obama, former President Barack Obama has said that the best leaders are female. The best leaders are female. And so I'm actually looking forward to the changes that you're going to bring on campus and in the lives of these students. But is this not going to interfere with your studies?
Well, I've done it before. I mentioned earlier that I was the president of Mandela Hall. And at that time, I was also I was assisting a lecturer on campus. So I was a teaching assistant. So juggling the administration of the hall, teaching, and then schooling was not easy, but effective time management and delegating to the necessary people.
Well, I wish you the very best.
Thank you.
I really hope that you make some change on campus. And I trust in you.
Thank you.
So all the best. But you have to say thank you to all who voted for you. How many females are on your team, by the way?
My team is largely female.
Largely female. I saw a photo of some of the ladies who had also won the other positions. So in total, how many?
So the executive team, we have 5 females and then 2 males.
Oh,
but
wow.
Just 1 male was selected. The other male is my running mate.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, all the best to you. And that's your camera there. You want to say thank you to those who voted and maybe even those who didn't vote.
Thank you all so much. This is my win as much as it is your win. Thank you for making this vision of a transparent SRC. Thank you all so much. And I would assure you that your interest would be paramount again.
Definitely. Your interest would be paramount again. If you had to give your younger self any advice on life choices, like she asked, what would you say?
I would say 3 things. That your dream is valid. Work for it. And be resilient. The storms would come raging, but do not stop.
Hallelujah, somebody.